Good morning, Michael J. Soler here with the quote of the day. Today is a little bit about reflection, so let's get right into this. How can you be more generous today, either with your time, attention, or resources than ever before? Well, this is something I feel that comes up very, 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 very often as we as entrepreneurs, leaders in our industry, we get older, we've put things in place, and sometimes we don't even realize that we have now given out more time, more attention, and more importantly, a ton of our resources. And it's crazy to think about that because we never pay attention to the fact that we're doing it. This is why I love reflection days, because it forces you to take a moment and realize how far you have come, because you don't even realize that you are now taking on more responsibilities, you're dedicating more time to other activities, and more importantly, you're sharing the successes that you have. To me, this is something that we tend to overlook. We overlook it a lot because we're so focused on the journey and moving forward that we tend to just not pay attention to what the most important thing is. And that's what you've done, who you are and what you're doing. You would be shocked to take a real moment and say, wow, a couple of years ago, I didn't have the finances to do what I'm doing today. I didn't have the time to do what I'm doing today. And maybe you're having a rough spell. Maybe you feel like things are just not going the direction that you want them to go in your life. Well, then I ask you to take today and do the same thing. If it was 5 years from today, would you be in the same boat? I know a couple of weeks ago, one of the weirdest things I ever thought about was the fact that all the problems I'm having today is because I am living the successes and the dreams that I had yesterday. And it's crazy to think about it because these problems never would have existed. These stresses would not have occurred. Nothing like this could have happened to me if I didn't put the work in and get me to this new level and get me where I am. It's crazy to think about it, but when nobody knew who I was, nobody cared to say my name in a bad way. When people start to get to know who I am, then there are people out there that are going to say bad things about me. Not because they know me, but because they do. It's that simple. And we all know they do that. We all know people do that. Heck, we all do it. But that's the key. Take that moment and see how far you've come. Now go out there, be legendary, and I'll see you tomorrow.